Hello, CPA ninth graders, and welcome to whatever episode of Tiger News we are on now. News for the students by their favorite math teacher. That's me. Your schedule for today in math class, you're finishing the notes and homework that you should have started yesterday on Thursday, which include multiplying rational expressions that have binomials or trinomials in the numerator or denominator. In history, you're looking at a work day, so either you'll be completing a virtual tour of Ellis Island or creating your primary resource letter concerning the current COVID-19 pandemic. In mixed genre, you have a vocab quiz, and Miss CB asked me to tell you that you can still finish that video and article assignment filling out that life examples document. Remember to be completing your attendance for each class. That's what we're looking for when we either mark you here or absent, and that's the thing that's either going to get your parents called or your guardians called or whatever if you're not checking in and showing up. You're also responsible for checking into your electives. Office hours today are from 1 to 2 with Miss CB and 2 to 3 with Miss Records. Our questions from the crowd. Our first one comes from Kalina. Kalina asks, have you downloaded TikTok? Have you watched any? I have downloaded TikTok. I really don't want to make an account, and so I can only see like the things that are on the front page. I have no interest really in delving deeper because they look kind of, I don't know. But I do watch the TikTok compilation videos on YouTube, specifically the ones having to do with like 3-ingredient recipes. Like I've made that 3-ingredient whipped coffee quite a few times, except I use chocolate milk at the end instead of normal milk. So I have watched, I guess I would say quite a few TikToks, but I don't actually use the app itself. I just rely on YouTube compilation videos. So send me a YouTube compilation video of TikToks and I will watch it. Otherwise, probably not. A question for you from me. So how are we going to fix our sleep schedules? Here's the thing, people. I mean, look at me right now. I'm in my bed. My sleep schedule is completely messed up. A couple days ago, I stayed up all night. This was on Monday going into Tuesday. I stayed up for 26 hours. And I don't know why I did that. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not sleeping like a normal person. You all see it. I respond to your messages and like your Google Classroom assignments, and I update your grades at like 4 in the morning. Why am I like this? How am I going to get better? And I know that your sleep schedules are just as messed up because you're messaging me back. We're doing this to each other. So yeah, if you were wondering like why I'm in a bed right now and not in my Tiger News attire, this is a day where Miss Bowman just can't. I can't. So here I am. Still trying to survive, still trying to thrive, but in a much more comfortable situation. And with that, we have our quote of the day: work smarter, not harder. This is obviously something that I say. I've said it to you when we were in the classroom. Someone else originally said it, but I'm calling it my quote, especially for today. You get your stuff done. Don't burn yourself out over it. With math, the more math you know, the less work that you have to do in math. The further that you go, the more like tips and tricks you learn and the easier things become. It's like when you were in kindergarten and you knew how to add, and I could ask you like, what's 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5? And you'd have to go like 5, 10, 15, 20. And now I can ask you like, what's 5 times 4? And you're able to do that math kind of more quickly. Same within a calculator, you could put 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 in, or you could just do 5 times 4. So either way, work smarter, not harder. This was my philosophy when I was in college, and so I'm sorry to the person that I'm about to shout out right now. Luther was a college professor of mine and an advisor and a mentor. I legitimately would not have graduated had it not been for Luther and his constant support of me through college. I wouldn't be your teacher. I would not have a math degree. I would not have finished all my math classes. There were multiple times during college where I wanted to be done, and he just motivated me to keep going. And I truly, I mean, I have my whole life to thank for Luther. Um, the best things in my life have come from being a teacher, and I never would have been able to do that if I hadn't finished college. And I'm not over exaggerating when I say I wouldn't have finished college without him. Um, and he might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. And something that I think is funny that I'll share with you is one of the first things I ever said to Luther. I was sitting in his, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what class it was. I think it might have been, nope, I don't even know. Maybe discrete math? Is that what it's called? Did I even take discrete? I don't know. I was sitting in one of his classes, me like a freshman, so I'm like 18 at this moment. And I told this professor, someone that has a PhD in math that had been teaching for over, I think, 20 years, that one day I would be coming for his job and I would take it. And he just like smiled. I think he chuckled a little awkwardly and was like, okay. And throughout my entire college career, I mean, Luther helped me essentially gain the skills I would need to ever even think about taking his job. Not that I can, because I don't have a PhD yet. I always could. You never know. Um, but I think back on that and that being like the start of our relationship, and that's crazy to me because of how close we got through my college years. He also helped me find an opportunity to do math research. So he was the first person that introduced me to like what math could look like outside of just teaching and outside of just being this thing that was hard, and how I could actually explore math. And um, that brought me a lot of different cool places. And a different year, when another teacher approached me and asked me if I wanted to do some math research with them as well, I was able to travel to Memphis. And so, like, this math research, this teacher that had only known me because I told him I was going to take his job, like went out on a limb, taught me some more, and eventually allowed me to have the skills that would take me to Memphis to present math research. And that's just insane to me. And I got to do math research 3 summers in a row through St. Scholastica. I still currently work doing math research. And yeah, I can't believe the number of doors that one teacher opened for me. So, Luther, thank you. My students thank you. I thank you. I'm saying that you all thank him because you should. I would not be here otherwise. As your teacher, I would still be alive. But nonetheless. Um, stay safe, stay smiling, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. I included a little thing that I found in like 2017 at a school I was working at. And it says, use y equals mx plus b to calculate the slope of how downhill my life is going. I thought this picture was applicable right now because I'm legitimately recording this in my bed. Tiger News. CPA's #1 voted news source. By the students, for the students. In bed. Right. It doesn't matter. Have a great weekend, and we will see you again with the next episode on Monday. Bye.